as we are able to see that we got our user schema, which is an email and password on it. We are defining the type of the property as a string. There are also other data types, and I'll just show you the documentation of how you can refer to find out what are the other data types and use it in your project. So the first thing that we did was to create a schema and use the model method to create a model out of the schema that we provided. That's how Mongoose works. Next, we got the two attributes out of which we will create the user. So we use the statistics method provided by the user schema of Mongoose to create our own method which creates the user instance out of the model. Now this user will be stored in the database. Now if you are getting confused about what is this statistics methods are, these are some of the native methods that has been provided by Mongodb, so that some kind of calculation we can use the hooks that we'll see in later videos, use the hooks and create some methods out of the model that we created. Now let's talk about TypeScript. Since we are using TypeScript, at every point we have to declare an interface to let TypeScript know what are the attributes we are passing to the function. For example, for the newly created user, we define the user attributes that shows what are the arguments required for the function to not show errors. Similarly, we are defining user doc and user model interfaces to let TypeScript know that we are using a user model and document is created out of it and all the attributes are intact during the entire process. Now let's move to the implementation part. As you can see, we are validating the user, but then we also need to check if the user exists in the database. For this, we can easily create a custom error handler like in the past video, and for that, if you are not able to understand what I'm telling right now, just have a look at the past videos, you will get it to know. Next, in the route handler, we are able to see that we are calling the build function on the user model that we have defined earlier, and we are saving the user in the database. Now let's go deep and see what's happening. If we take a look at this file, we are doing something before storing the user details. What are we doing? We are hashing the password using a pre-save hook. These are some of the hooks that are available from MongoDB, and the pre-save hooks and post-save hooks are also there, so that we are able to do some kind of actions before the instance is stored in the database and after the instance is stored in the database. Of course, we do this in the route handler. We could do this in the route handler, the hashing part, but MongoDB provides this kind of facility to avail, so we are availing it. Next, as you could see, we have created a password utility function to hash and compare the password that is provided by the user when he tries to log in. Let's take a look at what exactly we are doing in the function, in the hash function. As shown, we are using the script and the random bytes function from the crypto. These are the native methods provided from the crypto, and crypto is a kind of module that is available in Node.js. The native modules, you can use it for hashing password. We are not using any third-party libraries as of here. So initially we are creating a hash out of the password, and we are also creating a kind of salt, and we are combining it and returning it into the pre-hook save function that gets stored in the database. Later, when the same user tries to log in, he will be able to compare whatever password is stored, and then whatever password the second time he is entering, if that matches, then the user is there in the database and he will be able to log in. Back to the model, we are able to see that we are setting up the password and calling the callback function. Let's see this in action. As you are able to see that I am able to create the user with all the information that we have provided. So I have changed the information, and then I'm again setting to hit, and then we would be able to see the new information. Now the last thing that I wanted to tell you is that if you are looking ahead to learn the sign up flow, sign in flow, and log out login flow, just stay tuned with this series, and we will be coming up with some exciting news, exciting learnings for you in the forthcoming videos. So till then, stay tuned.